Hi, thank you for joining us. My name's Lori Rolnick, and I am the Program Director for Eviction Defense at the Volunteer Lawyers Project here in Onondaga County. We want to make sure that our community members are all well aware of the provisions of the COVID-19 Emergency Eviction and Foreclosure Prevention Act of 2020. That's a mouthful. But one of the most important provisions of this act is the Tenant Hardship Declaration form. I want to show this to you and show you how you can access this. So let me share my screen with you and we'll take a look together at what this is and what it means. So if you go to our website, this is also available at nycourts.gov, G-O-V, if you're interested in looking at a different copy of it, but we've put them right here on our website for you at www.onvlp.org. Go right to our website, go under Get Help, Housing and Homeless Advocacy, or Renters' Rights in CNY, click on that. And then you'll see various tabs of information, but go right to the Tenant Hardship Declaration form. This form dictates that anyone who signs it, or provides that anyone who signs it, cannot be evicted until at least May 1st, 2021, hopefully longer if other legal provisions and defenses kick in for them. But if they've experienced financial hardship due to COVID. There are court-provided translations. We've linked them all right here in many languages, and we've also created some additional translations to help you if you don't speak English natively in all of these languages. So let's look at the form itself. The form itself has a first page with a basic notice saying if you give this a copy of this to your landlord, they're not supposed to try to bring a case to evict. If you know a court case, they want you to provide that in the county where you might be facing an eviction. Just that's for court purposes. This line here gets forgotten pretty easily or skipped right over. It's sometimes hard to see, but you can type your address right in here, or you can, go ahead and write it in. You can print this and write it, or you can even contact our office and we can mail you a copy in any language that you need. But what you need to do is click on or check off either A or B or both. So if you click or check off A, B, or both, sign it, print it, put the date that you signed it. So you're making these statements under penalty of law. What are the statements? So for A, it can be one of any 5 things: either significant loss of household income due to COVID, an increase in out-of-pocket expenses, other responsibilities that impact your ability to have gainful employment, or that I think 4 is one that a lot of people will relate to, is moving expenses or difficulty securing alternative housing during this pandemic. So any of these from 1 to 5, they don't need to be checked off individually, but if any of them apply, you'll check off A. And then for B, it's that if you have to vacate and move into other housing, it would cause a significant health risk for you or a family member. You're understanding that other terms of your tenancy still apply. You have to pay your rent. Rent is not being waived, but if you can't pay your rent, what this law and the Tenant Safe Harbor Act are providing is that you can't be evicted for not being able to pay your rent. It's still owed though. And so a landlord could potentially still get a judgment for that back rent, but they are not supposed to be able to evict for it, provided that you've provided the form, and that if you are brought to court, you present this as a financial or other defense. So this is an important form. We wanted to make sure that everyone is aware of it, and that if you have any questions, you can always contact us. My direct number is 315-930-3506, or again on our website at onvlp.org. Thank you so much. We wish you and your family all the best. Take care.